Welcome to the Maine DMV Written Test with real questions and answers from the Maine DMV. Before we get started, be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons so you never miss an update and help support the channel. Now let's dive into all the questions and answers you need to study for your Maine test.
What may help drivers conserve gasoline? A. Sitting in their driveways with their cars running. B. Accelerating quickly. C. Slowing down gradually. D. Braking abruptly. C. Slowing down gradually. Every time you have to stop quickly, it takes time and fuel to accelerate and get your vehicle back up to the speed of traffic. Drivers who look far ahead of their vehicles can slow down gradually or change lanes to avoid unnecessary braking, leading to better gas mileage. While driving at night, a vehicle coming toward you has its high beams on, making it hard for you to see the road ahead. You should A. Look ahead toward the left edge of your lane. B. Look ahead toward the right edge of your lane. C. Look straight ahead in your lane. B. Look ahead toward the right edge of your lane. If an oncoming driver fails to dim their high beams, you should avoid looking directly at the headlights. Instead, look toward the right edge of your lane and watch the oncoming vehicle out of the corner of your eye. When you see this road sign, you should A. Keep right. B. Keep left. C. Pass with caution. A. Keep right. Warning signs are usually yellow with black markings. This sign indicates that a divided highway is beginning and cars should keep to the right. If you are getting tired while driving, you should A. Stop and either get rest or change drivers. B. Drink something with caffeine. C. Open a window. A. Stop and either get rest or change drivers. To avoid the dangers of fatigue driving, take breaks every hour or so during a long trip. If possible, share driving responsibilities with another person so you can each sleep while the other person drives. This sign means A. You can travel in either direction in this lane. B. There is two-way traffic. C. You are approaching a divided highway. B. There is two-way traffic. This sign warns of two-way traffic. Want to ace your DMV test? Go to cheatsheets.com and get your guaranteed cheat sheet. Under normal weather and traffic conditions, keep a minimum following distance of A. 1 second, B. 2 seconds, C. 3 seconds, D. 4 seconds, B. 2 seconds. The more distance between your vehicle and others, the more time you have to react to the movements of other drivers. Keep a minimum following distance of 2 seconds under normal weather and traffic conditions. Increase your following distance under unusual weather or traffic conditions. When driving down a long or steep hill, you should A. Check your mirrors for speeding traffic behind you. B. Assume all traffic is maintaining a consistent speed. C. Watch over your shoulder for traffic behind you. D. Hold down your brakes to control the speed of traffic. A. Check your mirrors for speeding traffic behind you. Check your mirrors for quickly approaching vehicles when you are driving down hills or mountains. Vehicles often build up speed while traveling down a steep grade. Be alert to large trucks and buses that may be going too fast. If pedestrians are illegally crossing in the middle of the street instead of in a crosswalk, you A. must stop for them. B. Do not have to stop for them. C. Should honk your horn at them. A. Must stop for them. You must yield to pedestrians at all times. If the pedestrians are jaywalking or crossing the street where they should not be, you must still stop for them. It is very foggy. You should slow down and A. Turn on your emergency flashers. B. Turn your lights to their high beam setting. C. Turn your lights to their low beam setting. C. Turn your lights to their low beam setting. Use your low beams when driving in fog, snow, rain, or mist. Light from high beams will reflect off of precipitation, causing a glare and making it even more difficult to see. Some vehicles are equipped with fog lights that should be used in addition to low beam headlights. You may honk your horn when you A. have to stop quickly, B. are passing another car, C. Have lost control of your car. D. Are passing a bicyclist. C. Have lost control of your car. One situation where it is appropriate to use your horn is if you lose control of your vehicle. In this case, sound your horn to alert other drivers. Fines for moving traffic violations in school zones are A. Lessened, B. Unchanged, C. Doubled, D. Non-existent, C. Doubled. In Maine, fines for moving traffic violations are doubled within a school zone. Drive with extra care when driving through a school zone. The sign with this shape and color is a fill in the blank sign. A. No passing zone, B. Wrong way, C. Railroad crossing, D. Stop. A. No passing zone. Pennant-shaped warning signs like this are only used to indicate a no passing zone. Crossbuck signs indicate A. Railroad crossings, B. School zones, C. No passing zones, D. Hospitals. A. Railroad crossings. Crossbuck signs tell drivers to yield to trains at a railroad crossing. Drivers should not try to outdrive a train. When making a turn, you must fill in the blank. Your speed. A. Increase, B. Maintain, C. Vary, D. Reduce, D. Reduce. When turning, you should reduce to a speed that allows you to maintain control of your vehicle, stay in your lane, and react to unexpected situations. When driving in traffic, it is safest to A. Fluctuate your speed to keep alert, B. Drive faster than the flow of traffic, C. Drive slower than the flow of traffic, D. Drive with the flow of traffic, D. Drive with the flow of traffic. Crashes often happen when some drivers go faster or slower than other vehicles on the road. Always try to drive with the flow of traffic, within the posted speed limit. In which of the following ways can alcoholic beverages affect you? A. It slows your reaction time. B. It gives you a feeling of false confidence. C. It impairs your thinking ability. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. Alcohol dulls the parts of your brain that control inhibition, judgment, and self-control. As a result, you may feel stimulated, lively, and a bit giddy or foolish after consuming alcohol. Alcohol also impairs your reaction time, coordination, and balance. Your vision and ability to judge distance suffers after alcohol consumption, making it difficult to react to your surroundings. While backing, you should A. Rely only on your mirrors. B. Flash your lights. C. Open your door to see if it is safe to proceed. D. Turn your head and look through the rear window. D. Turn your head and look through the rear window. When intending to back up, always check behind your vehicle before getting in. Children and small objects are difficult to see from the driver's seat. While backing, turn your head so you can see through the rear window. Do not depend only on your mirrors or sensors. This sign means A. Railroad crossing, B. One-way traffic, C. Limited parking, D. Playground ahead. A. Railroad crossing. Circular traffic signs indicate upcoming railroad crossings. This sign tells drivers that they are approaching a railroad crossing and should be looking for signs of an oncoming train. When used on roadways, bicycles are considered A. Hazards, B. Vehicles, C. Dangerous, B. Vehicles. Bicycles are considered vehicles when used on roadways. Bicyclists and motorists are expected to follow the same rules of the road. This sign means A. Watch for trucks, B. Do not pass trucks, C. Truck parking area ahead, D. Steep downgrade ahead, D. Steep downgrade ahead. This sign warns of the presence of a hill ahead. If you begin to feel tired while driving, the best thing to do is to A. Get some coffee, B. Open your window, C. Stop driving, D. Turn on the radio, C. Stop driving. Being fatigued while driving is similar in danger to driving under the influence of alcohol. If you begin to feel tired while driving, the best thing to do is to stop driving. This sign means A. Road construction maintenance area. B. Side road. C. Railroad ahead. A. Road construction maintenance area. Diamond-shaped signs are used to warn of actual or possible hazards. The color orange is used for warning signs usually found in construction or maintenance areas. When you see an emergency vehicle approaching while using its flashing lights, you must A. Maintain your speed and stay in your lane until the vehicle has passed. B. Move into the right lane and drive slowly until the vehicle has passed. C. Pull over to the curb or edge of the road and stop until the vehicle has passed. C. Pull over to the curb or edge of the road and stop until the vehicle has passed. If you see an emergency vehicle approaching while using its flashing lights, pull over to the right edge of the road and stop. Position yourself parallel to the curb. On one-way streets, drive toward the road edge nearest you. A U-turn is not permitted. A. In a parking lot. B. On or near any curve or hill. C. On a straight roadway with a clear view for 500 feet in both directions. B. On or near any curve or hill. You must never turn around while on or near any curve or hill. You may not be able to see oncoming traffic or pedestrians and may cause a collision. When you see a flashing yellow light at an intersection, you should A. Yield to all traffic before crossing the intersection. B. Stop, then enter the intersection when it is safe to do so. C. Slow down and cross the intersection carefully. C. Slow down and cross the intersection carefully. A flashing yellow light at an intersection indicates that drivers should slow to a safe and reasonable speed and proceed with caution. Allow extra space in front of your vehicle when following A. Station wagon. B. Passenger vehicle. C. Motorcycle. C. Motorcycle. Allow for extra space when driving behind a motorcycle. Motorcycles can stop more quickly than other vehicles can, and you must have adequate room to stop if the motorcyclist brakes or falls off. Also, remember that motorcycles are difficult to see at night because they only have one tail light. When parallel parking, you should park within. Fill in the blank. Of the curb. A. 6 inches. B. 10 inches. C. 14 inches. D. 18 inches. D. 18 inches. When parallel parking, your vehicle should be 18 inches or less from the curb. Always park in a safe and legal location that is visible to drivers coming from both directions. When approaching a flashing yellow light, drivers should A. Increase their speed. B. Come to a complete stop. C. Turn on their headlights. D. Slow down and proceed with caution. D. Slow down and proceed with caution. A flashing yellow light warns of a hazard. Slow down and proceed with caution. You are driving on a busy street and your vehicle's accelerator sticks open. You should A. Blow your horn. B. Slam on your brakes. C. Turn on your four-way flashers. D. Turn off your ignition, taking care not to engage the steering wheel locking mechanism. D. Turn off your ignition, taking care not to engage the steering wheel locking mechanism. If your vehicle's accelerator sticks open, your vehicle will continue to maintain its speed or accelerate even if you remove your foot from the gas pedal. Turn off the ignition, using care to move the ignition switch only far enough to stop the engine and not engage the steering wheel locking mechanism. Apply your brakes and move off the road to a safe area. When changing lanes, you should look for a gap of fill in the blank. Seconds. A. 1 to 2. B. 3. C. 4. D. 10 to 15. C. 4. Before changing lanes, you should identify a 4-second gap in traffic. This space should give both you and the car behind you a 2-second following distance when you merge into the lane. A motorist making a left turn at an intersection must yield the right-of-way to a bicyclist entering the intersection from the opposite direction. A. True. B. False. A. True. When turning left at an intersection, you must yield to oncoming bicycles in the same manner that you would yield to oncoming motor vehicles. Keep your wheels straight while waiting to turn and proceed when the way is clear of traffic and pedestrians. Do not pass. A. On a hill or curve. B. When school bus lights are flashing. C. When approaching an intersection. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. You should never pass if there is an oncoming vehicle in the passing lane, if your view is blocked by a curve or hill, at an intersection, before or on a railroad crossing or bridge, or in any other no-passing zone. Unless you are on the opposite side of a multi-lane roadway with a median or shared center turn lane, you may not pass a stopped school bus that has its flashing red lights activated. This road sign means A. Bicycle crossing. B. Stop only if other cars are approaching. C. Bicycle store. D. Soft shoulders. A. Bicycle crossing. This sign, with the arrow below, indicates the location of a bicycle crossing path. Drive with caution around this sign because bicycles likely regularly cross or ride beside traffic in the area. Double solid yellow lines painted down the middle of the road mean A. Railroad crossing ahead. B. Pedestrian crossing ahead. C. Passing is not permitted from either direction. D. Passing is permitted from either direction. C. Passing is not permitted from either direction. Double solid yellow lines in the center of the road mean that passing is not allowed from either direction. You may not cross the lines unless you are making a left turn or passing pedestrians, bicyclists, and riders of scooters or skateboards when the opposite lane is clear and you can pass safely. Your ability to stop is affected by A. Signal lights. B. Other cars on the road. C. The time of day. D. The condition of the road. D. The condition of the road. Your ability to stop is greatly affected by the condition of the road. You need to reduce your speed when road conditions are poor in order to maintain control of your vehicle. You will be at risk if you are driving too quickly on roads that are slippery and you need to stop. When crossing a sidewalk to enter traffic from an alley or driveway, drivers should A. Stop only if pedestrians are on the sidewalk. B. Stop before driving onto the sidewalk or sidewalk area. C. Expect pedestrians on the sidewalk to yield the right-of-way. B. Stop before driving onto the sidewalk or sidewalk area. When leaving an alley, driveway, or parking lot to enter a roadway, you must stop before driving onto a sidewalk or sidewalk area. Pedestrians and existing traffic have the right-of-way. This sign means A. Merge. B. Winding road ahead. C. Reserved parking for persons with disabilities. A. Merge. This sign warns that two lanes of traffic going the same direction will soon merge into one lane. When you are driving on the interstate and see that a vehicle will be entering your lane from an entrance ramp, you should generally A. Speed up to pass them. B. Honk your horn so they know you are there. C. Ignore them because you have the right-of-way. D. Change lanes to allow them room to safely merge if possible. D. Change lanes to allow them room to safely merge if possible. Make room for vehicles entering interstate highways. Whenever possible, change lanes to allow those entering to do so smoothly and safely. Alcohol causes A. Loss of concentration. B. Poor coordination. C. Slower judgment. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. Consuming even a small amount of alcohol will impair your vision, judgment, concentration, and coordination. If you drive faster than other vehicles on a road with one lane moving in each direction and continually pass the other cars, you will A. Get you to your destination much more quickly and safely. B. Increase your chances of a collision. C. Help prevent traffic congestion. B. Increase your chances of a collision. You should avoid passing other vehicles on two-lane roads. Every time you pass a vehicle, your odds of being in a collision increase. When parking your vehicle downhill on a two-way street, A. Turn your wheels to the right. B. Turn your wheels to the left. C. Keep your wheels pointed straight ahead. D. Leave your transmission in neutral. A. Turn your wheels to the right. When you park on a downward-facing slope, turn your wheels sharply toward the side of the road. This way, if your vehicle starts to roll downhill, it will roll away from traffic. When you become too drowsy to focus on driving, your safest option is to A. Drink a large energy drink. B. Exit the road and rest. C. Open all the windows and turn on the air conditioning. D. Talk to a friend on the phone. B. Exit the road and rest. When you are tired, you cannot drive as safely as you can when you are well rested. Your reactions are slowed and your decision-making skills are reduced. If you become drowsy while driving, leave the road and rest. When driving on slick roads, you should A. Take turns more slowly than usual. B. Change lanes quickly. C. Accelerate quickly. D. Brake hard. A. Take turns more slowly than usual. While it is always dangerous to drive too fast on slippery roads, this is especially true when driving in turns and curves. Be sure to approach them more slowly in slippery conditions than you would under normal circumstances. When driving in fog, A. Use your parking lights. B. Use your low beams. C. Use your high beams. D. It makes no difference which lights you use. B. Use your low beams. You should use low beam headlights when driving in fog, rain, or snow. If you are stopped by a police officer, you should A. Unbuckle your seatbelt and lower your window. B. Get your paperwork ready before the officer reaches your car. C. Stay in your vehicle with your hands on the steering wheel and wait for the officer to approach you. D. Get out of your car and walk toward the patrol car. C. Stay in your vehicle with your hands on the steering wheel and wait for the officer to approach you. If you are stopped by the police, keep your hands on the wheel and ask any passengers to keep their hands in view as well. You should remain in the vehicle unless the police officer asks you to get out. Wait until the officer asks you to retrieve your driver license, registration, and insurance cards. When parallel parking, leave at least. Fill in the blank. Between your car and the vehicles in front and in back of you. A. 1 foot. B. 2 feet. C. 6 inches. D. 5 feet. B. 2 feet. When parking parallel to the road, you should leave at least 2 feet between your car and vehicles parked both in front of and behind your vehicle. Only parallel park where your vehicle can be clearly seen by drivers coming from both directions. The effect that lack of sleep has on your safe driving ability is the same as A. The effect that alcohol has. B. The effect that amphetamines have. C. The effect that anger has. D. The effect that driving with teenagers has. A. The effect that alcohol has. Fatigue and being under the influence of alcohol have similar effects on your ability to drive safely. For example, being awake for 18 hours impairs your driving about as much as a blood alcohol level of 0.05%. Being awake for 24 hours in a row has the same effect on your driving as a blood alcohol level of 0.10%. When driving in fog, you should A. Slow down and use your low beam headlights. B. Slow down and use your high beam headlights. C. Turn your lights on and off to warn other drivers. A. Slow down and use your low beam headlights. When driving in fog, you should slow down and use your low beam headlights. If the fog is so bad that you cannot see, pull off the road and wait for the fog to clear. You are driving behind a motorcycle and want to pass. You must A. Stay in the right lane as much as possible because the motorcycle is small and doesn't use all of the lane. B. Blow your horn to make the motorcycle move onto the shoulder so that you can pass. C. Have your vehicle entirely in the left lane before and during the pass. C. Have your vehicle entirely in the left lane before and during the pass. When passing a motorcycle, allow a full lane to the motorcycle. Never crowd into the same lane as the motorcycle. Returning to the original lane too soon can force a rider to swerve to the right and into traffic or off the road. When you drive through a construction zone, you should A. Stop to watch the workers. B. Decrease your following distance. C. Pass the construction zone carefully and not rubberneck. C. Pass the construction zone carefully and not rubberneck. To avoid contributing to chronic traffic congestion, you should not rubberneck. That is, you should not slow down to look at out of the ordinary things. The amount of space you need to cross traffic depends on the A. Road conditions, weather conditions, and oncoming traffic. B. Presence of a stop sign. C. Use of your turn signals. D. Cars behind you. A. Road conditions, weather conditions, and oncoming traffic. The amount of space you need to cross traffic depends on the road conditions, weather conditions, and oncoming traffic. A driver can legally pass on the right side of another vehicle. A. If the vehicle is waiting to turn left and there is an available passing lane. B. Even if it means driving off the pavement. C. On a narrow bridge. D. At any time. A. If the vehicle is waiting to turn left and there is an available passing lane. If there is an available passing lane, you may pass on the right of a vehicle or bicycle that is turning left or waiting to turn left. It is also legal to pass on the right when driving on a multi-lane road with 2 or more lanes traveling in the same direction. You may never drive off the pavement or main traveled portion of the road to pass another vehicle. If involved in an accident, a driver should A. Stop their vehicle at or near the scene. B. Not stand or walk in traffic lanes. C. Turn off the ignitions of wrecked vehicles. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. If you are involved in an accident, you must stop at or near the scene. Move your vehicle out of the way of traffic if possible. Do not stand or walk in traffic lanes as you could be struck by another vehicle. Turn off the ignitions of wrecked vehicles. Which of the following about winter driving is not true? A. Winter is the most difficult driving season. B. Checking your vehicle's antifreeze and windshield washer fluid levels is especially important during the winter. C. Using cruise control in winter weather is a safe thing to do. D. It is best to use snow tires on your vehicle. C. Using cruise control in winter weather is a safe thing to do. You should not use cruise control on snow, in rain, in fog, or under similar hazardous conditions. Winter is the most difficult driving season and requires extra caution from drivers. It is important to consistently check your antifreeze and windshield washer fluid levels. Using snow tires can increase a vehicle's traction on the surface of slippery roads. What is the first thing you should adjust, if needed, when you get into a car to drive? A. Your seatbelt. B. The steering wheel. C. Your rear view mirror. D. Your seat. D. Your seat. When preparing to drive, you should first adjust your seat to ensure that you are in a comfortable position and can see the road clearly. Adjust your mirrors and steering wheel to be effective when your seat is fully adjusted. What message will be found on this yellow pennant-shaped sign? A. Right turns only. B. Right turns permitted. C. No passing zone. C. No passing zone. Pennant-shaped yellow signs like this are used to indicate a no passing zone. You must obey instructions from school crossing guards. A. At all times. B. Only during school hours. C. Unless you do not see any children present. A. At all times. Drivers should be alert to the presence of crossing guards when near a school and must always obey their instructions. This sign means A. No U-turn. B. Two-way left turn. C. Minimum speed limit. D. No parking. A. No U-turn. Regulation signs regulate traffic speed and movement, displaying rules which drivers must obey. Wherever this regulation sign is posted, U-turns are not permitted. At an intersection with stop signs on all corners, yield the right-of-way to any driver. A. On your left. B. Who arrived before you. C. Across from your vehicle. B. Who arrived before you. After coming to a full stop, vehicles should proceed through a four-way stop in the order in which they arrive to the intersection. If multiple vehicles arrive at the same time, the vehicle on the left must yield the right-of-way to the vehicle on the right. Pennant-shaped signs indicate A. School zones. B. No passing zones. C. Speed limits. D. Railroad crossings. B. No passing zones. Pennant-shaped signs usually indicate no passing zones. Text will also be on the sign to confirm that it is a no passing zone.